Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I'm coming at you with League of Legends, and this time we are jungling Riven. And I am with my friends Negative Zero, that is Isaac, and we all know Gunda. Although this time, even though you see Keikaolike, that'd be my nephew, that's actually not him, that's Noland, and Evil Bunnies this time will be Keikaolike. They switched, this is at the LAN party, they switched computers because Nolan wanted to play Brand, but he didn't have Brand on his account, so my nephew let him use his account. They swapped over so that they could practice. And yes, I am jungling Riven at this point. We're up against Akali, Jarvan, Quinn, Lulu, and Vlad. This game is a really good example of being down, but not out. About not giving up, even though things are not looking too positive. Especially in the early mid-game. I'd like to say this is the difference between a mid-game team and a late-game team. But the reality is that at 35 minutes, I don't know if you'd exactly consider that late game. Pardon me. You know, I don't know exactly where people consider late game starts versus mid game. But I know one thing my team does have that the other team has very little of, and that is CC. I have a stun, and of course Thresh has his hook and his flay along with his box. We have an Ash arrow, even though it won't come into huge play, to be honest, but still it's there. And of course we have the Queen of Stun in Leona, and even Brand has a stun, even though maybe it may be a little difficult to nail down. He does have a stun. So with all that in mind, we actually have a really good team fight. Alright, in this one, I am doing something I normally wouldn't do. I am going offensive Riven, and I see this way too often. Look where the red guard is. There's no way she can see us. There's none. You can't see us. You can't see me. Sorry, I couldn't help that. If you're going to guard, you have to be here, where you can see them come this way or this way. You know? So, I'm going to be able to steal this red without a problem. The only thing is, though, is that one of my biggest faults is not continuing to press my advantage in a counter jungle. And that's really something I should do. You know, I should continue to press what advantage I have when I begin counter jungling. You know, in here I take my red, and then to prevent, that's what I usually do, to prevent being counter jungled in return, I will actually go straight to my red and take it right away. Although, in many cases now what I'm starting to do is I will, if their red is clear and I steal it, I'll actually have bot lane take my red so that they can start red down bottom with the extra experience. It's actually a really decent tactic, and sometimes it works out, although they don't always do it quite right. The support should tank the red as much as possible so that the ADC can go into the lane. But I take my red, I have their red, so Jarvan's a little bit behind, and I go straight for my blue. And I'm already chugging down the health pots because I don't have those defensive stats. I have attack damage red, armor yellow, magic resist per level blues, and attack damage quints doing 2190. And unfortunately, Akali does see me coming, and I do get in there, I do stun her, but unfortunately we miss the Zenith Blade stun combo, and she's able to flash out. I do back up, but now here's something that I commonly do wrong. That's I stay way too long. Now this is a good engage, but I'm too far back to do anything. If I was up there, we probably would have gotten the kill, considering how low Akali is. But because of how far back I wasn't able to get up there in time. And Akali continues to live. Now, this is really, I'm not quite sure why my nephew is like not finishing off a lot of his last hits, but whatever the case may be. Now I finally decide to go back, and look what's coming. Yeah, when I finally choose to go back, that's when everybody shows up. Well, to be honest, considering what health I was at, considering what health Leona was at, and that there were 3 of them and 2 of us, we probably would have ended up giving up a double kill. So I felt bad that I wasn't there, but on the other hand, when I go back and reevaluate it, I'm glad that I wasn't. Although now I've actually ended up hurting myself. And the wraiths are here. This is just a replay bug where you get the invisible wraiths. But, you know, I've hurt myself at this point. I stayed up top way too long. And now I'm actually behind Jarvan. Well, not quite yet, but he's managed to catch up at least. I want to go down bot lane and flash in, and look, damn it, fuck, stupid, stop, can't get in, because I already used my flash to get in, damn it. Pardon me 1 second, please. Reminiscent of my old, when I first started doing these, my nose is like, screw you, and not exactly sure why my team is going so balls deep, and it doesn't matter because, yep, level 6, here comes, and it's too late. I get good damage off, but I'm pretty much fucked. And wait, it's not over. It's not over. Wait. And dead. Yeah. Down 0-4 already. Down 2k gold. We're pretty screwed right now. Brand is okay in the mid. He's level 7. And top is 6, even though he's badly hurt. The rest of us are 5. That's not all that great right now. So, yeah, we're suffering just a little bit. I'm going to go and drop into my red, take that. Hopefully make level 6 at that time. Now, having a good team fight really does help us. Having a, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get there in time to help Bran. And I wanted to try and get the Quinn. I was hoping that maybe Quinn would come for the blue, but she doesn't. She just goes back. And then I ping Jarvan's presence for my bot lane to know that he's on his way down, although he goes for blue. So what I do here, I just try and proxy out the wave. Get some CS, get some experience, and try and push the wave as I mess up my leap some into the turret so that she loses as much as possible. Although she ended up not losing all that much. Excuse me 1 second. Alright. Let's see, yeah, Bran dies mid lane, and then I believe Akali will pick up. Yeah, waiting for it. And again, just I don't have anything come back in time. There's no point in slowing that down. I'm playing with playing with Vlad right now. I actually have the red buff, so there's not a lot he could do. Although Leona does pick up Jarvan in the top lane, but she is hurt right now. Akali wants to go for the kill, but with Leona stuns, especially if she had her ulti, which she doesn't, but the cooldown is coming up. And yeah, we're pushed to the turret. We're just putting some hits on it, not doing anything major. But yeah, Akali is better off playing it safe and not tower diving Leona at that point. Now that she has more health, she could do it if she wants to. Especially if she has Ignite, but not at that point. So, yeah, we're still in a bit of trouble right now. And it's not getting any prettier. Even though they trade kills in the mid, that's still another kill for Quinn, and they do have a shutdown. Now, I'm looking in case they decide to engage, which is very possible here. And I do come in, but just kind of watch what happens here. We do get Jarvan. I keep going. Yeah, look at my team. They stayed back, and I'm dead. I know I'm dead, so I just kind of let it go. Now my team pushes in. They are low health. Vlad decides to re-engage with Ghost and dies. And we are going to lose Ashe, but we do get a kill with Thresh. So he picks up a nice double kill, and I actually at this point tell him to go AD Thresh, even though, yeah, it's a little too late. And Akali does get a kill in the top lane right now. So we're down 6 kills. We're down 3,000 gold. It's not looking great for us. I mean, I did tell Isaac to go AD Thresh, which, as you can see with Vampiric Scepter, he is actually looking to do, as Quinn comes in the mid lane. And yeah, that's just going to be a very dead brand. He did a nice chunk of damage considering that he wasn't alive very long, but he did die. So that's another kill against us, although we do have their tower. That little tower advantage is not going to last long. I don't know why my frame rate's like all over the place, but whatever. So I'm just down bottom, grabbing some experience, grabbing some CS. Probably shouldn't be, but I was. As you can see, we dropped mid tower. So the towers are pretty much even right now. I don't know why I stopped and looking. Maybe I was glancing back at bot lane, which, although they're not really warding all that much, is still a real pain in the ass lane to gank because of Lad's pool and all of Lulu's CC and her ulti, which are really annoying. Although, as you can see, there is an engage there. Lulu does go down. And now there's Vlad. And I just throw that out. I know it's not going to do much damage because, well, it was going to drop soon, or so I thought. If I saved it, I might have lived, but I kind of figured I was dead. And yeah, I'm not doing very well. I actually really sucked at that one right there. Oh, well. You know, going offensive Riven, playing Riven number 1 is bad for me. Because it's offensive Riven. Well, playing Riven, that's not what I meant. God damn it. Playing Riven for me is bad to begin with because I don't play her very often, so I often mess up her skills. Even though I know how to maximize her damage, I don't bother to do it. You know, just things like that. But now I'm also playing offensive Riven. And right here, I wish I could back up and show you, but if I hit the back on this, it actually crashed the game for whatever reason. For whatever reason, Quinn thought she could just dive straight in her bird form and kill Ashe. And she almost did. But also in the vicinity, which should have been revealed to her, was Thresh and Bran. So when she came in, she just died. I guess she figured she could get in, get the kill, and get out. But this is something that actually kind of helps us, is Quinn starts thinking herself, because I'm really fed, and, you know, she is. She's got 7 kills, only died 3 times. She's got some nice items. Because I'm really fed, I can probably just go in and stomp the team. Well, okay, well, you're not a bruiser. You're not a fed Riven or fed Irelia or, you know, any kind of fed, you know, strong carry bruiser. You're still an ADC. You're extremely squishy, and you're definitely not a Vayne. So, no. No, you can't. And I think that's what helps my team in this game, is the fact that she actually gets a little too big for her britches and starts turning over. And she gets a little big for her britches and she starts turning over a few kills. And I'm actually just going to run into Akali here, mess up my dash. What else is new? There is a stun, and I just try and guess where she's going. And I do get the stun on her, but she's able to get away. But it doesn't matter. The ulti misses, but Thresh is coming. There he is. He flays her, and then the hook misses because she's actually behind him, but it's still not going to matter. There's a Bran. He's done. And then, bam! A beautiful Ashe arrow. And a box. Vlad's not getting away. And then Jarvan, for whatever reason, engages, realizes his team's not, and backs out. And, yep, we're going to pick off Lulu as well. So, due to the fact that they kind of did a string out on us, I actually take more damage than I'm used to. I'm really used to, like, Nautilus, Sejuani, the big tanky guys. That's the ones I really like. So taking that much damage from just a couple hits is really freaky. Jarvan, caught out of position, is also going to end up dying to us. So they're stringing out to us right now. It's what I call string feeding. It's where one person gets out of position and then another person one by one, rather than engage us as a team. And you're going to see here, Quinn goes in and she's just going to get caught. Akali comes in to try and help. I'm going to die out, tanking tower and Akali. And we're trying to take the turret, but it's just not going to happen. We do give up a double kill to Akali, and Thresh is going to die to Vlad. So whatever ground we made up, we lost quite a bit of it. We were like within 1 or 2 kills, and now we're back down by 4. But we closed in what was a 5k gold difference down to a 4k gold difference. So we've closed the gap a little bit in terms of gold, and we've actually closed the gap in terms of kills. So all in all, not too bad. I did opt for Merc Treads, despite being an offensive Riven, to deal with some of the magic damage, that being Akali and Vlad, and some of the CC that they have. And this Vlad, he really just kind of like to push his luck. And even though the arrow misses, I'm going to like completely screw up everything here. But then I just back off. I'm not going to chase. However, watch what happens here. Yeah? She thinks she can just come in, and she does do some damage, but look, Thresh is here, I'm here, and Brand got off his combo. You're not going to get away. I'm just going to pop my ulti and then throw out the wind shear and take her out. Akali does come in on the other side, and she wants to go for me. You see here? I didn't turn and fight soon enough is what happened. But you can see that just plenty damage we're putting out at this point. She does get the ulti up. But again, here comes Leona. She's looking to get the stun on Akali, which she does with the ultimate. Jarvan jumps in, but that just traps Akali in there. And now it's a 2v2 with an AD Thresh and a tank Leona. Jarvan's just going to bail. Let's speed this back up now. That's only going to leave Lulu left, who's going to get CC'd. She has nothing else left, and she's just going to get dropped down. So that AD Thresh is really starting to pay dividends right now. As we turn that around, we lost 2. Yeah, we lost 2 and picked up, I believe, 4. Quinn, Vlad, yeah, 2 for 4. So really not bad at all right now. It really paid out that their Vlad wanted to push a little too hard. And then they did the typical thing, which is just try and come in and save them. And they kind of did string feeding. They just moved in, kept coming one by one. And I'm going to pause the game a moment. And I'm going to, return to normal. I don't know, I start the game and the frame rate goes down. I pause the game. Let me stop the recording and restart it real quick here. Alright, so hopefully that fixes issues. Is not really. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't think it's fraps. I think it's something to do with LOL Recorder. You know, there hasn't been an update in a long, long time. So hopefully there will be. Hopefully there will be an update soon. Hopefully. So right now, they're all kind of spread out. I'm going to decide to push bot lane. We can speed this part up a little bit. They do catch Bran up top. And the Ash Arrow goes out and hits nothing. And they're going to push in mid lane. Akali's going to push top lane. I'm going to continue to split push bottom. I actually do okay tower damage, especially going offensive right now. I don't have much in the term of offensive items, but still doing all right. And I don't know, they're kind of equal kills in the mid. We're still down 4 kills. I think we were down by 2 at one point. We've gone back down by 4, and there we go. Close the gap a little bit further. Akali does get the second tier tower, but I'm going to get the second tier tower here. And for whatever reason, Jarvan just uses his ulti on me and then doesn't try to pursue. I'd have been interested to see if I could beat him, because look what Jarvan has. He has the Spirit of the Elder Lizard, and then he has a Spirit Stone in the Kindle Gem. He's going for the Spirit of the Elder Golem. 2 spirit items in one build? You waste the Butcher passive, but I'm wondering if, like, the maybe the other passives. I know the tenacity helps, but I don't know. It just kind of seems like there are different things he could have built that have been so much better, like a Warmog's Sunfire Cape. He could have had an Aegis done by now, working into the Iron Locket already. Maybe even had the Iron Locket done. The Shirelia's Reverie. You know, all kinds of things that he could have built, but he's going for the spirit of the ancient golem instead, as well as having the spirit of the elder lizard. So to me, that seemed a little weird. I wasn't quite sure about it. We're just kind of dancing around midpoint right now. You know, just kind of dancing back and forth. Excuse me a moment. This is really getting annoying. Damn my nose. Right here, Jarvan's going to think he can just stand there and take down the tower. And you can see he just frickin' melts. The Brand ulti is out. And down goes Lulu. We're going to give chase onto Quinn. I'm going to give up, but we're going to follow Brand here for just a minute. He is determined. Now remember, this is Nolan. He's just determined to catch this Quinn, and he actually predicts where she's going to go. And he flashes so he can see her because she vaulted over the bush, and he just blows her the hell up. And we also pick up a Kali. And we're closing up, and yeah, there we go. Vlad goes down as well. So that's kind of a show on what our team is capable of, despite the fact that we were down quite a bit. And that is, our team fight is really strong. We have plenty of stuns. We have a lot of burst damage. Pardon me. Jarvan's going to go in, and you know, half his health is going to instantly vanish. So see, that's what I mean about going for the spirit of the ancient golem. Okay, you have 500 extra health, but you have no more armor. You have no more magic resist. If you look at Jarvan, he only has armor from here. That's it. He has no more armor. He has no more magic resist. You know, and we're starting to pack some damage. Brand is packing a ton of burst AP right now. I actually am getting to the point of being a dangerous offensive Riven with the Black Cleaver. You know, and we have an AD Thresh as well, who's actually pretty strong. He's got a Bloodthirster and a Static Shiv. And our Ashe is definitely nothing to sneeze at. She's actually got armor penetration. She went for, what's it called again? I always forget. The Hex Drinker, which is an interesting choice, but it works either way. Whether you approve of it or not, it works. It works just fine. But, you know, look at Brand. He's already got a Death Cap. He's already got a Leandri's Torment. And he's working on getting the, oh god, I gotta sneeze. Excuse me. He's already working on getting, like, Seraph's Embrace. So that's a ton of AP damage, and their tank/engager has no resistances. He has some health, but he has no resistances. So despite having all that health, he's easy to blow up. Now right now, they're making a 5-man push bottom, and there's only 2 of us here to defend. I'm not too happy about this. I'm like really calling for help right now. I would say over the microphone, but we were sitting next to each other. It's like, guys, come help. Guys, now. And yeah, Thresh gets caught. But you see, look how fast Jarvan went down. That was hella fast for their initiator to come down. And so now their initiator's gone. And so with Brand coming in, and Ashe here, and me here, I'm going to fall. But watch. Boom, boom, boom. There she goes. And Lulu, she pops her ulti. It's really not going to make a difference. There she goes down. We do lose Brand, but Vlad's going to go down as well. So we traded 4 for 3. We, again, came ahead by 1 on that. So their 5-man push, or I'm sorry, it was a 4-man push. It was not a 5-man push because Akali wasn't there. Their 4-man push really didn't accomplish anything except getting 4 team members killed for 3. So we went ahead of kill. We're still behind in gold, and I believe that comes to the fact of Dragon and the fact that we died so often early on that they have more farm than us in terms of, you know, who's where. You know, Vlad definitely a lot more. You know, not too far behind there, and Akali 1369. Yeah, see, they have a lot more farm, but again, our CC is just coming into play now. All the stuns, all the slows. Do we have slows? No, we don't. Well, yeah, we do, technically, Ashe. But all the stuns, and the fact that they have, like, really little to no resistances. I mean, Akali does have a little bit of armor now. Jarvan still only has a little bit of armor. Lulu has a little bit of magic resist. Vlad has a little bit of armor. And that's it. So they have no real heavy armor resistance. And I don't know why the timer you see here, the timer's running here. This is not true. And here we go, another big engage. There's the Bran ulti. Just look at the amount of damage it does. And Jarvan actually, look, he has most of his team trapped. You know, so I'm Jarvan, I'm helping the other team win. And Jarvan's not going to get away, as you're going to see there. I actually pick up the kill on him. And then Akali, nice flash, and she flashes, but the Zenith Blade somehow, oops, sorry, wrong way, manages to connect, and she goes down to Leona as well. Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep sniffing like this, pardon me. I don't know why my nose is acting up like it used to. It hasn't been like this in a long time, but whatever. So we're easily going to be able to push the mid lane right now. And Quinn, again, just, yep. There's the stun. I flash and stun in return so she can't get away, and she just dies out. So that completes the ace for the team, and we're going to, or at least I'm going to back out because I took those turret hits and those was just a little too much. They're trying to finish off the tower, but it's not going to happen. Close, but not quite, as I recall, and they fall back. But Bran's there as well, so I'm not overly worried about them getting pursued. With Bran there, that's quite a lot of damage. They are probably not going to want to do that. But watch what ends up happening here. Akali sees Leona. Leona comes out, dives in on her, and gets caught, but she's really strong, and her ulti manages to knock out most of them. And there's the box by Thresh. It's going to kill Pursuit, and I'm just waiting in the bush for him now. Did I back off, though? Yeah, I did, but I came back forward because, you know, they had to be protected, you know, to save Leona. And most of us are there, and although the Ashe Arrow does miss, the Bran ulti, again, is just so powerful. Akali has left already. And we're just waiting for Vlad to come out of his pool, and there you go. That's going to end it for him. So, a really classic mistake at that point, to be honest. They chased well into our territory with no extra vision, and they ended up getting caught in this narrow corridor again, and ended up getting taken out. Leona, being tanky enough, managed to survive, and actually Bran picks up Lulu, although he dies to Akali. That's still not terrible. I'm actually kind of hoping to get Akali to try and go in on us here, but I think she's smarter than to go in the 2v1 situation. I think she realizes that it's actually not a good idea for her to try and engage on us. You know, there are some Akalis that would go for it, hope for their burst damage, and then they could pop out or use their cloud to get away. But that Akali was playing it safe, so there was no luck on that one. Pick up red buff, go back. I believe I'm actually looking for the Hydra at this point. Now, they're looking to do Baron, and we kind of know it. You know, we've got 2 wards sitting in the Baron pit, so we know they're there. You know, we know that they're in the area, and now we're just kind of dancing. They know that we know that they know, you know, that whole thing, and we're just looking for that fight. And instead of playing footsies, Leona here just goes balls deep. Right into the crowd, and boom! That was actually a beautiful ulti on everyone. Bran flashes in with his ulti. Akali jumps in, but she gets caught. And Jarvan actually gets a good ulti by trapping most of the team, but there the box goes up. And just keep a watch on Ashe here. Notice she stopped attacking because Vlad actually went into his Zonias. And then, okay, Ash Arrow, the wrong way. Oh well. It's alright because we still come out with the win. We came out with the ace on that one. And they only got 2. They got Thresh and Bran. But I'm still alive. Leona's still alive. And Ash is still well alive. So it's an easy push at this point. But I don't think it's going to matter, despite the fact that this counter is constantly going up. Another problem with LOL replay. They're actually... they're demoralized at this point. We've come back from being down quite a bit, almost a 5k deficit, to being an almost 5k lead. And we've also really claimed the kill lead with an 8 kill lead right now. We're 5 towers to 4. We have their inhibitor. We backed off because we knew the timers were coming. They knew they're going to spawn. So we didn't want to push that advantage any further. I'm going to go up, take the red buff, and was going to take the blue buff, but it's not there. So that was like a diving engage. I mean, look, Iron Locket of Solari, the Spirit Visage, Merc Treads, Extra Health. This is how you build tanky engager. Although I wonder about Rylai's, but whatever. This is how you build a tanky engager. Let's take a look at Jarvan. Alright? He's just finished his Iron Locket, despite the lead that he had. Going for these two instead of going for other things first really freaking hurt him. It hurt him bad. So they don't have that tankiness. They don't have that really strong engage that a Jarvan should be. So that's really hurting them right there, as they don't have an upfront tank, where we have Leona, who's not only being our upfront face, but has a lot of CC to be able to do it. You know, and I think I've just got, I just picked up Hydra. So I'm dealing quite a bit of damage right now. And there's the engage. Akali's going to try and come behind us, but by the time she gets there, it's too late. Vlad's down. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to slow it that low. There they are, trapped on the box. And she does get Bran, but then she ends up dying after that. And, oh, Ash Arrow. And that's going to be it for them. They got completely destroyed in that team fight, and they're going to surrender 4-0. So... unable to download spectator data, the game will now exit. Good for you. Again, a bug with LOL replay. I've never seen that one before, but that's obviously what it has to be. Alright folks, so there you go. That's the whole point of this. We were down early, but not out. We hung in there. We came together as a team. We fought back. We used all of our CC to the best of our abilities. We had a lot of damage dealt out. We had a good upfront engaged tank versus theirs, who didn't build very tanky engaged to begin with. And everything was just kind of set up for the later game and just kind of fell into place as the puzzle came together. And we were able to out-damage them. And we were definitely able to out-CC them. And in the end, it just cost them... I don't know what else to say other than that. Sometimes it pays not to give up. Sometimes it pays to play it out all the way to the end. Alright folks, that's going to be me done for this one. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. As always, please rate, comment, and or subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Until next time, this is One Big Bugger signing out, and I'll see you then.